doing something a little different this week on Tasty Tuesday. A couple weeks ago, I did a Tasty Tuesday where I made my husband, Steve, try one of my healthy diet recipes. And I had a lot of requests to do a what I ate in a day around these recipes that I've been making. The thing is I hate this diet. Tasty Tuesdays is the one day of the week where I actually get to make a meal that I like, that I enjoy. It's like my one cheat meal. It's like a treat. And we're not doing it this week because we're doing this instead, where I show you like my everyday diet, or what it has been for the past like 3 weeks or so. Okay, so let's just touch on this other issue that happens, and it's been happening for a few years, is that I constantly get comments asking if I'm pregnant, and not just the ones that are hopeful that like Steve and I will have a baby someday, but like the kind that are like, you look very pregnant. I don't disagree. You are not wrong. The past couple years have been kind of a living hell trying to figure out what causes all this inflammation in my stomach. This happened right before my wedding is when it first started happening, which was super stressful because I did not want to look pregnant at my wedding. I was on a very restrictive diet and I was working out constantly, and the bloat just did not go away. I tried a number of different diets and things that it might be that cause bloat. I started drinking lots of water. I'm getting lots of sleep. Nothing is making this bloat go away. So I finally went to a gastroenterologist who said I have SIBO or SIBO. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's an acronym for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. Do you have a boner? Oh, I didn't warn you. This Tasty Tuesday is gonna be really sexy. I don't know if it's too sexy. You might need to turn the sexy down a little bit. It's just gonna be like overwhelmingly sexy right now. So yeah, basically it can happen from antibiotics, which I think is how I got it. In 2016, I had a UTI and then I had tonsillitis like back to back. And so I just took a ton of antibiotics, and I didn't really know what kind of havoc that antibiotics wreak on your body and digestive system. I had no clue. Why doesn't anybody tell you that? You can get like Candida and SIBO. Basically what antibiotics do is they kill off all of your gut bacteria, the good and the bad, and sometimes it can lead to an imbalance where when the bad bacteria take over the good bacteria, which is what happened to me. And then the bad bacteria feed on your food, specifically starches, sugars, carbs, things like that, and then they emit methane inside of your intestines. Yep, bacteria farts. That's what I've been pregnant with for the past 2 years. Did I mention this was gonna be sexy? So yeah, I finally found out that that's what it is. Apparently, SIBO is not easy to get rid of. Yay. Like you have to go on, get this, antibiotics to get rid of it, and then also a diet that like starves the bad bacteria. I couldn't go on the antibiotics because my health insurance sucks ass, and it would cost thousands of dollars for me to take the test and then get the antibiotics. So instead, I'm doing the herbal supplement way, plus diet and probiotics that don't contain prebiotics. Is this sexy enough for you? That being said, let me take you on a journey to what my diet is on a daily basis. It's sexy, don't worry. I start off in the morning drinking an entire huge water bottle of water. This is a 28-ounce bottle of water. I try to drink at least 3 of them a day, usually closer to 4 of them a day. Depending on how much exercise I got, that's how many water bottles I drink. Then I take a probiotic with at least a pint of water, which I'm doing it with my water bottle, so it's more than a pint of water in here, we're good. I also start with a cup of hot filtered water, excuse me. Yes, I warm it up in the microwave. I don't have the energy to wait for a stovetop in the mornings, first thing in the morning. I barely have time for this. Then I squeeze half a lemon's worth of lemon juice in there and I sip it until I'm done. Drink that all up. Hey, who forgot to wash off their makeup last night? This girl. Next video will be skincare remedies for after you fuck up your skin because you just didn't take care of it. Great. Back to healing our gut. After my my lemon water, I have my cup of coffee. This I don't really find myself needing as much anymore because weirdly the lemon water does give me a boost of energy, but I just like rituals, so I have it, and it's a cup of black coffee, no creamer, no milk, no almond milk, nothing, just black coffee. This is like basically canceling out everything the lemon water did. But you know what? It's my life. Hi, I'm Nikki Limo. So I drink that cup of coffee while I read my book, and I just get filled with feel-good feelings of feeling good doing this. Yes. And then I don't eat anything until 12 noon because I'm doing this thing called intermittent fasting where you don't eat for 16 hours and then you eat all of your meals within an 8-hour window. That also is something that people do to lose weight, but I'm doing it because they also recommend you to do that if you have SIBO. Your digestive system just needs a little hot second to get cleaned out. So I start eating at noon and I start with a whole ass grapefruit. Now this, I used to hate grapefruit when I was a kid, but it's damn refreshing now. It's like delightful. It's such a treat. This also gives me energy in the mornings. I'm finding that whole fruits and vegetables give you energy. Did you know? So there's a whole list of foods that you need to avoid on this diet, including a ton of vegetables, all beans and legumes, peas, soy. So no tofu, can't have any of that. I can't have mushrooms, which is really sad for me. Also like vegetables you would think that are okay, like artichoke and asparagus. Nope, can't have them on this diet. Also certain fruits like mango and peaches, apples. Apple a day keeps the doctor away unless you have SIBO. Then you have to see a doctor if you eat apples because you're feeding bacteria. And then there's a list I've been following of foods that are recommended, and grapefruit is on that list, so I've been eating one of those a day. If I ate meat, it would be easier to do this diet because all animal meat is okay on this diet, but I don't eat meat really. I can eat fish and I do eat eggs, but I don't really eat like anything else, and I don't really like to eat fish and eggs that much, but on this diet I've been having to eat it a little bit more than I wanted to. But 80% of the diet has been whole fruits and vegetables and nuts. These nuts. Where was I? This grapefruit. Oh, we're having a sexy time. Are we not having a sexy time? Did I not tell you this was gonna be very sexy? Look at this grapefruit eating happening. Great, it's done. So I eat my grapefruit and then I wait 20 minutes to eat anything else. And during that time, I go on a walk. Yay! Today I actually went on a run. I went and ran 2 miles and then I walked another mile. Exercise, hell yeah. So after I get back from my run, I have the rest of my breakfast, which is, get ready. I have a gluten-free cracker from Trader Joe's and a half of an avocado, just with a little bit of Himalayan sea salt on it. And that is the rest of breakfast. Are we doing good? Is it sexy? It's very sexy, is it not? During this time also, I have a digestive enzyme, a microbe cleanse, which is the stuff that's supposed to get rid of the bacteria, multivitamins to get my A, D, E, and K in there, and a couple of apple cider vinegar pills. You can also drink apple cider vinegar, but who wants to? Not me. Hi. With this diet, your body needs a lot of time to digest, so I don't actually eat for another 4 to 5 hours. If I get hungry in between meals, I just have a real quick sexy time snack. It's very sexy. I don't want to offend anybody, but it's celery stalks with zucchini hummus. The zucchini is in place of the chickpeas because you can't have chickpeas on this diet. It's actually really good. It's made with garlic, zucchini, tahini, all the eenies, lemon, all blended up nicely. I would make it for you, but I already made it on a different day, so sorry. But basically you just put all those ingredients into a blender and it's delicious. Around 4:30 today I made a soup. Okay, I made a soup and salad for lunch, and let me tell you, this is a bitch to make, but it lasts for like 5 days, so I kind of make it at the beginning of the week and then it lasts me all week, and it's filled with like all these very safe, SIBO safe vegetables, and I get all of them all at once. So these recipes I got from this book called Beauty Detox by Kimberly Snyder, and most of the book is teaching you how to properly digest your food, which is really informative and helpful. I've had this book for a couple years now, but I kind of ignored it before because there's a lot of information, and her diet kind of sounded crazy, but now that I have to do this diet, it's not that crazy anymore. And it's all about like how to like take care of your gut, which is something I should have been doing and had no idea. She has a lot of plant-based recipes in the back, and they're all like pretty SIBO friendly. She highly recommends plant-based diets, though she doesn't push it on you, which is something I like about it. Ironically, my cat threw up his chicken cat food all over the cover of the book. So there's that. So these 2 recipes are from this book, and they are not tasty. They are bland as hell. They are like really bland, and I already eat pretty bland food. So for me to say they're bland, I mean, it's hella bland. But the one thing I will say is that they are packed and loaded with vegetables, vitamins, nutrients, all kinds of good shit. I'm basically eating it for sustenance, and they're pretty filling and satiating. And I also have noticed a boost of energy from eating these things. We're doing an acorn squash soup today. That's 1 whole acorn squash. Acorn squashes are a bitch. They're a bitch, and I mean it. You are a bitch. You are a bitch, acorn squash. Even a sharp-ass Henkel's chef's knife does not cut through this thing. I had to get this saw type of knife, and I had to saw it a lot, and then I had to peel it, which is not fun, and then cut it open. It smells bad inside. It smells like a Halloween pumpkin in a bad way. And then you have to scoop out the seeds and cut it into cubes. And then there's a whole ass onion you chop, you mince it. 3 carrots. I didn't have actual carrots, so I use these baby carrots, so it's gonna be a little bit more purple than normal, but hey, we don't care. 3 celery stalks, 2 garlic cloves. By the way, garlic and onion are on the naughty list for SIBO, but I've been slowly incorporating them back into my diet, and I don't think that they affect my gut at all. Like, they haven't been bloating me, so I don't think they are part of the problem. You need a teaspoon of fresh grated ginger, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, after we have everything chopped up and ready to go, we take a big ass pot, put it on the stove, put a tablespoon of vegetable stock in there, start sauteing that garlic, only lightly saute. Then we're gonna add some onions and our ginger. We're gonna cook it on medium and add some salt and pepper in there. Push it, yes, you got that reference because I'm not old. Then we're gonna add all of the rest of the vegetables that we chopped up very nicely, and we're gonna put the heat on low, let them get a little bit soft. Then we're gonna add 2 cups of water, cover it, let it lightly simmer for 30 minutes. While that is happening, we're gonna make the salad. The salad takes about that long. Yes, we love prepping our food. We don't have a life outside of SIBO. SIBO controls us. So I'm making a nice healthy kale salad. Again, this salad's gonna be bland as hell, but we're gonna do our best. So you take the kale and pull off the stems. So pull the leaves off of the stems. The stems are nasty. We don't want them. They're too fibrous. Ugh. She suggests putting them in a smoothie later, like saving them. I'm like, yeah, right, that's not gonna happen. Then you just dig in with your hands and you rip these leaves into little baby pieces. This helps with digestion. All that you want to do is help with digestion. This whole diet is just how do we help with digestion. So we're ripping all these leaves up, la 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 la. Then we take a lemon. We want 1 lemon's worth of lemon juice, squeeze that in there, and then we're gonna put 3 to 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This is about like all the flavoring that's gonna go into this. And then I like to massage the kale. You want it to be softer. Again, good for digestion. Are you having lots of boners? I'm just checking in. I like to put in tomatoes, but we don't have tomatoes today, so we're putting in bell peppers. And personally, I like the orange ones, but Steve ate all my orange ones, so I'm eating his red one. Hey, it's a trade. A whole ass bell pepper, chop it all up, put it in there. Then we're gonna take an avocado, slice it up, slice it and dice it. I like to put a little bit of Himalayan sea salt on there because I'm bad. Oh yeah, I'm edgy. Look at me with my salt. You can add any other vegetables that you have. I have these shredded carrots. Yeah, bam, put those in there. I'm eating the rainbow every day. Look at that. Red bell peppers, orange carrots, yellow lemon, green kale. Nothing I eat is blue. I mean, I guess I could eat blueberries, but that's not on the safe list, so. Okay, what are we doing? These vegetables, we're just gonna put everything into a high-powered blender and puree that shit up. Then we're gonna add a cup of almond milk. I have almond coconut milk because I forgot to buy almond milk at the store, but whatever it is, unsweetened, non-dairy milk. That's what you want to put into there. And honestly, I would add a little bit more salt. Please just do yourself a favor and add salt to all of these recipes, because bland as hell. Pour that all back into the pot, and that will last you for the week. So we're gonna pour ourselves a little cup today, and we're gonna have a bowl of this kale salad. I'm gonna save the rest for tomorrow. And, oh, we're having a good time. Look at how much, we're having a really good time. What a solid time we're having. While I'm doing this, I'm also gonna have a digestive enzyme and my multivitamins and some apple cider vinegar pills. Digestion, yay! Oh, and a gluten-free cracker. That's nice. Which leads us to our last meal, which is now. I need to go make that right now. And what I like to do is, I'd say maybe like 3 times a week, I'll make this meal. It lasts a couple days. I kind of sprayed this with some olive oil, put some minced garlic in there. I take, let's see if you can guess, vegetables. When I take vegetables, this time I used frozen because who has time to have that many vegetables in your refrigerator at all times and keep them fresh? So I got some frozen green beans, broccoli, just throw it all in there. While those are kind of like getting unfrozen, I like to take these large shrimp that I get from Trader Joe's. Any of you that have been requesting seafood on Tasty Tuesday, here you go, it's here, boom. Thaw those out, just rinse them under water. Then I'm gonna add some carrots, because why not? I got them. They're here. Maybe like a handful of shrimp. That kind of saute while I open these Miracle noodles. Miracle noodles are something I just discovered. They taste great. I really like them a lot. They have 0 calories. I don't know how. I don't know. Don't ask me. Stop asking me. I have no idea how they have no calories. They're made from seaweed, and I don't know anything else about them other than it's natural, it's fine, it's made from seaweed, whatever. So you rinse those off because they're in like nasty water, and then you like kind of dry them out a little bit. Then you put those in with your vegetables and your shrimp, and let that cook for like 2 minutes, like a couple minutes. Then we're gonna put a little bit of a sauce in there. Are you ready to get saucy? We're gonna get some almond butter. I'm gonna put like 2 tablespoons of almond butter in there. We're gonna take these coconut aminos and add about like 3 to 4 teaspoons in there. And then this is new for me because I don't usually add spicy things, but I've been using sriracha and just kind of drizzling it on there. And it adds a nice little kick after having like such bland food for most of the day. This is like my favorite meal. It's like the most exciting thing I get to eat today. I stir it all up in there. It gets all like, you know, mixed in. I'm not good with explaining things, but hey, look at this meal. What a lovely meal. And that's it. I'll use like 1/3 to 1/2 of this will be dinner, and it's really filling. It's got a lot of vegetables. It's got shrimp, which is like the most protein that I eat for the day. And then it's got those seaweed things that are not any calories, but they taste like pasta. It's really good. I was not expecting them to be that good. And for those of you who might be thinking, this is not enough calories, you are not wrong. I wouldn't recommend this diet as a long-term thing, but as a temporary thing to get rid of this sexy intestinal bacteria, then yeah, I'm willing to try it out for a few weeks. And I'm keeping track of things on MyFitnessPal just to make sure that I'm never starving myself. And I will say that today we got over 1,200 calories in. However, with exercise, there are 325 remaining. We got a hella ton of fiber. Look at that fiber. 62 grams of protein, 121 grams of carbs, 42 grams of fiber. That's a lot. That is what we want. A little bit more fat than I wanted. That's 57 grams of fat. We'll try to aim lower next time. A bazillion% of vitamin A for the day, a bazillion% of vitamin C, calcium, We are killing it. Potassium, we're just killing it on all degrees down here, the micronutrients. Point being, I have never been hungry on this diet, so I've never been starving or anything like that. I definitely would eat if I felt hungry or unsatiated. I do not recommend starving yourself ever. Also, weirdly, on this diet, I'm allowed to have alcohol. Usually they say no alcohol, no sugar, nothing, but they allow a glass of dry wine, which is what I drink, and or vodka drinks or whiskey drinks. I drink a vodka drink, I drink a whiskey drink. So there's that, and I hope this has been a very sexy time for you. I hope this has been informative. If you have any SIBO friendly recipes that you would like me to try, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm looking for something that's maybe not as bland. I'll be swimming in this special kind of hell for the next couple weeks, and I will keep you posted on what happens. This is nothing that I would have chosen, but here we are. I'm excited for next Tasty Tuesday, where I get to make my little cheat meal and something that's good. I probably shouldn't make cheat meals when you're trying to get rid of a parasite in your intestines, but I don't care. I will need a cheat meal. I need like something that is fun. This is my first what I eat in a day, and I think it is the most sexy one that there's ever been. Subscribe so you don't miss any of this, and I will see you next time. Bye.